Hi, hello. I am Anandan Subramaniam from HR Vidyala Corporate Services LLP. Thanks for joining this channel again. I welcome you all. In today's channel, we would be discussing about the timeline under the Gratuity Act. There are different timelines for payment of gratuity under Payment of Gratuity Act. Today, we will be discussing that. I'll be sharing the screen right away. We'll see what are the different timelines for the payment of gratuity. Okay. So as mentioned here in this slide, there are no changes as it is in the Code on Social Security also on payment of gratuity timelines. There is only one change as per the Standing Order Act. If the company is having a standing order and they are recruiting people on fixed term employment, the payment of gratuity is mandatory even if it is less than 5 years, which is mandated under the Payment of Gratuity Act as well as in the Code on Social Security. If the person is engaged on a fixed term employment, 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years maximum, 2 years or 3 years maximum, or 4 years also maybe. Nowadays, it is a practice that people get projects and they engage people for 1 year or 2 years maximum, or maybe maximum 3 years also. After completion of such years, the employee has to be paid gratuity. That is the only change what we have with the Payment of Gratuity Act being subsumed under the Code on Social Security. So now we will see the timelines. Application for gratuity, usually this usually does not happen in any of the organization. Application for gratuity by employee in Form I, not Form 1, it is Form I, 30 days of gratuity become payable. So for example, if I am getting separated, if I know because I served a notice or I am superannuating or something like that, so I know, or the employer gives a notice terminating me on January 31st, then I have to give a notice in Form I. Usually this does not happen at all, but this is the process. It has to be submitted by the employee to the employer. That is number one. Number two, notice of payment of gratuity. Usually it is on receipt of Form I, the employer will issue in Form L. Upon receiving the Form I, he will calculate date of joining, date of separation, what is the last drawn basic DA, and how much the employee eligible, he or she is eligible for gratuity. So that Form L will be issued to the employee along with maybe with a check, or maybe nowadays it is through online. So that also being done. That will happen any day after separation or on this day of separation, but it should happen within 30 days of that such a separation, whether it is resignation or termination or superannuation or any retirement, anything. So one copy is to be issued to the employee to know what exactly is the computation. The one more copy is to be sent to the labor authority, respective labor authority, whether it's state or central. State if you have only one branch, and central if you have branches across India, then your authority is a central authority. One copy you can file in the employee personal record. That is Form L. Then application for gratuity by nominee. For example, the employee unfortunately the employee died, and in such cases the nominee can apply in Form J after 30 days. So 30 days of death of an employee, but usually if it is nomination form is being obtained by the employer in Form F, it is very easy. For example, I'll take me as an example. If unfortunately if I die, and if I had given Form F and I had mentioned my spouse, and my spouse can claim gratuity within 30 days, anytime, and it is payable. So as per the nominee. So if the nominee name is not there or nomination form itself was not obtained, there is no copy of nominee, things like that, then it will be difficult. Then it comes to the next one. So in case a nomination is already there, nomination form is there, form F is there, uh, here there is another problem. Many employees, at the time of joining, they'll give the parents' name, mother or father, or 50% father, 50% mother, something like that. And after getting married, they usually has to change the nominee. That usually many companies it is not happening. In such cases, it will be difficult because the employer may not know who is the actual nominee. Employer may know that such and such person is his spouse, maybe husband or wife, but they should have a legal document. Otherwise, it may pose problem later. So in such cases, if the employer is having Form F, they can ask the nominee to apply in Form J, and then on that they can release the gratuity. Legally, it is good. Otherwise, it may lead to a problem later. I had already mentioned that nomination form is not there, or in the nomination form, the actual nominee is not there. Then the legaler can apply and claim the gratuity. Then they have to apply in Form K. This can happen up to 1 year. See, there is always leniency given, even after the stipulated date, people can apply. So up to 1 year, the legaler can apply in Form K, because the problem here is even death certificate in India takes 3 days to 1 week, 10 days, and getting a legaler with the revenue authorities, it merely take some 3 months minimum, maximum also it may take. And who is the legal R? There are as many legal R will be there, then they have to apply. So if they apply, they can apply with the death certificate in Form K. That can be within 1 year, or otherwise then the employer has to leniently look into that, or otherwise the legaler has to approach the authority, and through them only they can apply. So there is a timeline as per the act. Application to controlling authority for direction. So this is more important. I, as an employee, or my nominee, or any legaler. So I say, for example, I separate on such and such day, but the employer refuses to pay gratuity for many reasons. For many reasons, the employer may refuse, or the employer will pay less, things like that. So in such cases, either employee or the nominee or the legaler within 90 days, it will be little difficult. As I told, getting legaler certificate itself is so difficult. So there they can condone the delay if they apply with the authorities. If it is genuine, the authority also will accept. So they have to approach the authority, controlling authority, in Form N. In Form N. For example, I will tell you. See, for example, I, as an employee, get separated on 31st December 2020. Okay. So by 31st of January, maximum 30 days, okay, or 31st, okay, the employer has to disperse the gratuity. After that, if they disperse, then it will be interest from January 1st. So I will wait until 31st January. If the employer is not intending to release my gratuity, what I will do is I will send a Form I again. Maybe if I am not given, I will send a Form I again. I will wait for some 1 or 2 weeks. There is no response, or if it is rejected, then with the same copy, Form I, and in Form N, the details will be same. In Form N, I will approach the controlling authority and I will apply. Usually it should be within 90 days. If it is 91st day, if you go and apply the date of separation, then the authority will reject, ask for delay. It is delayed. So you have, it is as per the act, it is only 90 days. You have filed the claim after 90 days. That's what then they will reject and send it to you. So what the employee or the nominee or legaler has to do is, if they feel that it is already 90 days over, then they have to attach a covering letter in addition to the Form N, and stating that for some genuine reason this is getting delayed or got delayed, so they are applying in Form N. Then the authority will consider the genuinity of the claim, and then they will accept, and they will issue a copy to employer, and the case will go on. So in Form N, it is in Form N within 90 days. This is more important. I myself know in one of the cases, it was delayed. It was delayed for 8 days. So I have to apply, and the delay was condoned by the authority, and then it was accepted. By the time the employer also released the gratuity. So I had handled the case of this. So I am very, very sensitive uh, in knowing this case. And direction of payment of gratuity by controlling authority. So if the authority is already issued notice, and it was found that the employer has to release, or maybe there is a case, and the case was in favor of employee, and the authority has directed the employer to make the gratuity payment, then they will issue in Form R. So within 30 days of finding that, so they will issue in Form R stating that this is the gratuity payable with the interest, whichever date, I think it is some percentage, 9% or 10%. That percentage they will compute, and they will issue to the employer for him to release the gratuity payment. So there is a timeline. So the direction of payment of gratuity in Form R by the controlling authority within 30 days upon finding the entitlement recorded. So when there is a case over, then they will issue this one. Okay, these are all the timelines under the payment of gratuity.